Saw till it bad, these bitches' brains is filled with pollution. And body revealed the solution. We gotta take a stand somehow. I got the 10 whole commandments now. Let me handle
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Never engage with a simp. Make sure that you stay on the same page with a pimp. How you gon' have the game on lock without you rock? Bitch, you trapping on quicksand. You better switch plans. Number deuce, never
yeah, man.
Trick. The only result is being seduced for your chips. See that trick got game whether you choose to or not. This player be played. Don't ever lose to his spots. The third one.
I'll chop this good game today as usual.
I'm knowing the majority of your niggas is users. Avoid the lean fiends and dope slave niggas. Choose the master of himself and have health and wealth. Number 4, respect the game and everybody in it. That mean when you getting sweated, no disrespect and pimping. He got a job to do, so do you. Knock it out. Stay in your pocket while you rockin'. What he's saying, block it out. Number 5, don't be in it. Just what's up with y'all, man? In it to win it and push that shit to the limit. Yeah, you down, but you in your phone the whole damn time. Just a waste of time. And you ain't check nan dime. Number 6, bitch, keep them drugs out your mix. You be doing crazy shit like living with different tricks. The reason why you 21 and looking 56, cause you never let a day go by without your fix. I see y'all tapping in. Be showing shit that came out the next bitch is home and then you acting like you own it. You weak bitch. Thomas, Ken. I said it. That shit is hella lame. Just forget it. Dynasty, I see you. What's up with it? KK one and only. I see you. Benjamin, what's up with it? Dig that, Benjamin. I'm glad you got me in the playlist, man. That's what's up. I appreciate that. Bitch, bring the bag, not excuses. Never leave the pimpin' no stuck. Make sure the pimpin' got bucks. But she'll make a reappearance. And when the tables turn, pimpin' ain't gon' wanna hear it now. If we forsake these rules, take a wise pimp advice, bitch, embrace these jewels. End up an old hoe with nothing to show. Then baby, what was it for? Now, without the pimpin's doctrine locked and be a champion, not what these tramps be on. That's news you can use, there's no debate with it. The pimpin' gave you the game, now go be great with it. Thus said the pimpin'. At this moment, I see y'all tapping in, man. We're gonna have a good one today. We're gonna chop some good game, man, as usual. You already know. Move forward in greatness and forsake the fake shit. Spread the news to your fellow hoes about the one who's worth done in your life due to the pimping, that they may be encouraged to join you on your mission. Christian Murphy, I appreciate you tapping in from Sinful's page. Dig that. Rick James, you say that title too factual, huh? Yeah, man. We're going to talk about it today. Oh, we got a good amount of people in here already. I see motherfuckers is tapping in with the pimping tonight. You dig? Okay, I'm going to play a little bit of my single. I didn't make really like a big announcement or anything like that, but I got a single that's available on all the streaming platforms. It's called Fuck On You. You know what I mean? The type of shit most pimps don't like talking about, man, but I had to keep it real on that motherfucker, man. You know, sometimes, you know, pimp just be so turned on by the way a bitch hoeing, man, and the way she catered to a pimp and seeing about a pimp's business and everything like that. You know what I mean? A pimp just, you know, want to go there sometimes, you dig? So, Freeze is it. The title of my single is Fuck On You. It's available on all the platforms. You know what I mean? Every streaming platform, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Tidal, all that shit. So, and I got the mixtape on the way. I'm working on the mixtape right now. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna bless y'all with a treat. I'm gonna play y'all a few songs that haven't been released. And yeah, but I'm gonna play y'all a little bit of my single right now before I get started. Give a few more people time to get tapped in. You know what I mean? Before we get into this good subject matter, you dig? All right, now y'all go on in there, handle your business, and I'll see y'all in just a minute. Wait, hold on, not you, baby. Just hang back, cool your jets. Pimp need to rap with you for just a minute. Bitch, I'm gon' fuck on you. asked you how you feeling, baby. But I know it got to be great, cause you been out here making a killing, baby. I must say I'm really digging how you been holding. I see you really down for my pimp and your action show it. Well, she ain't even knowing I'm finna tear up what I'm looking at. Done had a good workout, showered dinner, up him and took a nap. Well rested now, I'm finna invest my energy so deep in her kitty, it's gonna take God to replenish me. Oh, you looking rather showstopper-esque, by the way. Smelling like heaven, shit, you doing everything right today. I ain't no better, I'd say you trying to seduce a pimp. That coochie is Gucci, but you can't make me overuse it, bitch. Just hit her with some reverse pimpin' psychology so she can make a move and we can get to some biology. A pimp gotta cover his tracks, that's all a part of it. So when she blame a pimp in the argument, bitch, you started it. Bitch, I'm gon' fuck on you, cause you been down getting a pimp's money. Bitch, I'm gon' fuck on you after you go and wash your honey. Bitch, I'ma wear you out. Bitch, touch me again, something gon' happen to you. Make me take it back to track and field and run this javelin through you. I don't know if you ready, but when I whisper in your ear, right,
Appreciate y'all tapping in. We finna get to it in just a second, you dig?
Jack Rabbit fashion. When she begged me to stop, I keep drilling till she gushing on the ceiling.
Oh, she gon' take this dick,
But I can't give her too much and spoil the bitch, so we gon' make this quick. Girl, you make me sick with your fine ass, doing all that hoe and shit that I like, so you can get to this pipe. Well, today is your lucky day, woman. Now you just speaking to this mic and make it sloppy when you say something. This bitch head is the best, but I can't let her ass know it. I'm holding this low, she really trying to make me blow it. Okay, it's time to get up in this box now. Plug a sexy ass with this cable like I'm Cox now. Come here, bitch, turn around, strip, leave them heels on.
Reno Red, I appreciate you, man.
My skills on, bend over, arch your back, fat ass, skinny waist. Look at me while I fuck you, let me see that pretty face. You already know it, bitch, I'm fucking up your Maybelline. We gon' make this video, but bitch, you better not say a thing. Know you like the way I talk shit when I give it to you. When I send your ass on automatic, you gon' miss it too, huh? Bitch, I'm gon' fuck on you. Bitch, you know, bitch, you know.
Y'all ain't no freeze and vocals though.
Bitch, I'm gon' fuck on you. Bitch, you know I'm in the fucking right now. And wash your honey. Don't get your pussy pretty, bitch. Come on, ho, I know you know what this about. Bitch, you know I'm
Andre Taylor in the building. I see you, big bro.
You been down. Pulling up a song on every track and every time. And you know my pimpin' ass won't fall. Come here, bitch, and I'ma give you what you want. When I get it to it, I'ma put it down. I won't stop until I see that outside. Oh, shit. Alright, bitch, you get your little fine ass out of here. And don't go bragging to your wife he's trying to start shit neither, ho. Beat your little cute ass up.
Yeah, man, cause certain bitches do be trying to do that shit, you know what I mean? Pimp, you know, give him some of that good pimp steel, you know what I mean? The bitch go try to brag to her wifeys and start a commotion, start drama in the household, you dig? Yeah, man, so that was just, you know, a song that I made on some pimp reality shit. But like I said, man, that song is available on all streaming platforms. So y'all go ahead and bump that. You know what I mean? I also got some shit on SoundCloud. If you put Freeze Is It in SoundCloud, you can find me on there. And I got about, I think, 6 songs on there that you can listen to and download for free. So, yeah. But with no further ado, I see we got a good amount of people in here. So we're going to get to it, man. The title. You know, females in the game today do not like making money. I know a lot of y'all probably wondering, like, why I say that. Some of y'all probably understand why I say that to some extent. You know, some of y'all probably got your different ideas, excuse me, as to why I say that. But yeah, we're going to get into that. But before we get into it, y'all already know what I got to do, man. It wouldn't be a Freeze YouTube live without me promoting the love, man. Go ahead and put some love in your body if you have not today. If you don't listen to anything else that Freeze tells you or has to say, go ahead and put some love in your body, man. That's what people who love themselves do. Regular freeze as if family members, y'all already know how we get down, man. Yeah, love break. Mm, 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 mm. Man, now I ain't halfway through it yet, Cash Money, but I'm on my way. I just filled it up too. If y'all seen me live on Instagram about an hour and a half ago, is when I filled this up. But as you can see, I'm working on it. Just finished getting a good workout in. I'm up here at the park right now. Right before I went live right now, I went over here to the pull-up bar, got some pull-ups in. Before I did the pull-ups, I got some squats in. Ray Gunn, as usual, I appreciate you, man. Best of blessings to you. But yeah, with no further ado, the subject at hand. The females in the gang today do not like making money. Why do I say that? See, if you're somebody who's active in the game and you pay attention to the females in the game, and it's not a regional thing, it's not just certain places, and it's not a generational thing, it's not certain ages. Even though I believe certain ages are affected more intensely than others, it's not a avenue thing, if you will, as far as, you know, females who get it on the internet, females who get it on the track, carpet, club, indoor, outdoor, what have you. It's something that transcends all avenues, all fields, all generations that are active in the game right now. It's a trip, man. A lot of females just don't like making money. And I'll give you a few examples of what makes that evident to me, right? Now, I use that example all the time, but I'll start with that one. You know, on the tracks in California and on the tracks here in Phoenix, but more so on the tracks in California, probably because it's a lot more girls that are down on the tracks in California. But if you are down on the track in California on any given day or night and you see females down, 9 times out of 10, those females that are down on the tracks in California are not catching dates. They'll be down for hours at a time. They might be down for 3, 4, 5, 6, even more hours than that. And you barely see them catching any dates. And yet and still, they out there on a regular basis. Truth from Troy. Much appreciated. But they out there on a regular basis. And you would think I think to myself, like, damn, I've been riding this track for about a week now. I see the same bitches down every night and they don't catch no dates. They not making no kind of money. Like when tricks pull up, they barely even talk to the trick. And it's a situation where, like, when they have conversations, because, you know, pimp, you know, gets within earshot of a conversation sometimes, and it's like the bitch will let the trick lead the conversation, which is, you know, that's just one trait, one of the many traits of a young lady in the game who doesn't want to make any money. You know, when you want to make money, you're going to take time to learn what's necessary in order for you to learn so that you can make money. But like I'm saying, most of the females that be down in California on whatever blade you go to, 95% of them ain't making no money. You know what I mean? They just out there. And I figure the reason why they not making money is because they don't like making money. You know what I mean? They like the attention that comes with, you know, being seen as a hoe. They like the attention that comes with it. And, you know, it's cool. It's like a happening thing to be a hoe now. You dig? Like with, you know, certain things in entertainment and media kind of promote it and make it more acceptable to be a hoe. And then, in a lot of on top of that, in a lot of places, the laws are a lot more lenient on prostitution and soliciting now than they were in times past. And other places are catching on, so more and more places is becoming more and more lenient on prostitution and solicitation and what have you. So, um, I don't know. I guess it's like a trendy type of thing, but nonetheless, you see a lot of females down and they hardly make any money. See, like if y'all seen me live on Instagram the other day, I spoke on this, but one thing that I like to see and one thing that's obvious about a hoe that likes making money, she's going to be active. She's going to be moving. You're not going to see her in the same spot all night like most of the bitches that be down in California. Most of the bitches that be down in California, a pimp might circle the track 10 times within, a half hour time span. You might come around that block 10 times and you see the same 15, 20 bitches in the same spot. And it might be 100 tricks circling through there, rotating through there. 100 tricks just constantly, rotating through there. And the majority of these bitches ain't saying nothing to these tricks. And the few that are saying something to the tricks, that are engaging with the tricks, like I say, they are allowing the trick to dictate the conversation. They're allowing him to set the tone of the conversation. When, like I said, a hoe that likes making money, she's going to take control and she's going to set the tone from the gate. She's not going to allow the trick to control any part of the conversation. You dig? So, but like I say, a hoe that likes making money, well, that goes without saying. A hoe. Hoes like making money. These bitches that be down on the track that don't like making money, they just bitches. But hoes, hoes like making money. And when a hoe is on the track doing some hoeing, you going to see her on the move. She's going to be constantly in the trick's face. And she's going to be jumping in and out of cars. She going to disappear for a minute. You know what I mean? Like I said, a pimp with them other bitches, a pimp can circle around, like I said, 10 times, see the same bitches in the same spot for a 30-minute period. A pimp might leave the track, be gone for an hour, 2 hours or whatever, and come back, and them same bitches are standing in the same spot. Ain't none of them disappeared nowhere. Ain't none of them caught a date. They just standing in the same spot. And it's funny because this is going to show you the mindset of these bitches, right? I was riding with my partner, and we sweating hoes in Cali, right? And he getting at this one bitch, she kind of loose, you know what I mean? You could tell she liking on him, to an extent. Mike Lowry, I appreciate you as usual, bro. Good looking. But my partner, he's sweating her, right? He's sweating this bitch, little young bitch. And she getting kind of loose. She's responding to what he's saying. She's smiling at some of the things that he's saying. She sitting there listening to him and whatnot. She not really trying to, do what an in-pocket hoe is doing. She's doing, everything the opposite of what an in-pocket hoe is doing, right? So we had been riding around and he had been getting at this bitch for probably like an hour and a half. You know what I mean? And she didn't catch no dates. Not just her, but she had like 2 other bitches. It was like 3 of them that was grouped together. You know what I mean? And everywhere one went, the other 2 went. You know what I mean? Like the 3 of them, they go to this corner, then they might walk up the street to this corner and go across the street to this corner, so on and so forth. But none of them was catching any dates. None of them was making any money. So my partner, he tell the bitch like, yeah, you've been down here over all this time. You know what I mean? And you ain't made no money. You ain't caught no dates. You must be, it's obvious that you green, you know what I mean? So you needed some game, yada, yada, yada. So the bitch, she tells her 2 girls, like, I don't know what he talking about. I caught a date. She had been down for hours and she was bragging about catching 1 date. You know what I mean? Like, see, any hoes or, what have you, bitches that be down on the track in California that actually have done some hoeing out there, and any P's that might be in here that had hoes out there, Like basically anybody who done been in the game, has any type of experience in the game, will tell you, if you on a track in California and you go an hour and a half, 2 hours or whatever, and you only catch one date, something is wrong. Especially if the track is jumping, like this particular track that I'm talking about was jumping. If the track is jumping and a bitch only catch one date within like a 2 hour period, she not serious. She don't, that's a bitch who doesn't like making money. That bitch don't like making money. Because if she like making money, she's not gonna be hanging out with these bitches, first of all. You know what I mean? She might say something to him in passing, but she's not finna be hanging out with these bitches, chopping it up with them the whole time. And meanwhile, they chopping it up, Tricks is just riding past, just staring at their ass. You know? That's a bitch who don't like making money. You know, it's a time and place for everything. When you're not down on the track, you know, you could chop it up with your wifeys or your home, you know, your hoe partners, which, you know, see, that's another part of the game that's kind of like fairly new. You know, when bitches be on the track, they could be cordial with each other. But as far as bitches being like best friends with a hoe that's not in their household, or a renegade, which a lot of bitches be buddy with renegades. They got folks, but they buddy with these renegades. See, that part of the game is some new shit. Of course, you know, you've always had every kind of individual in the game, but that shit is just like just swept over the whole game to the point where it's just like a common thing. It's common for a bitch with folks to be partners and trap with and hang out, smoke and drink with a renegade, or, you know, a bitch that's in another household and she ain't trying to get the bitch to come home. The bitch ain't trying to get her to come home. They just, you know, they just partners and hang out on the track together. Relentless Mac, much appreciated. But but yeah, like I said, these are all characteristics of bitches who don't like making money. You know, and there's a few things I believe factor into why these bitches don't like making money. Knock, as usual, I appreciate you. Yeah, I know it's been a while. You know, Pimp been handling different business, but yeah, I'm gonna start getting back more active on here again. Y'all already know I ain't gonna stay away too long. But like I say, there's a few things that factor into why these bitches don't like making money. You know, and what really put this subject on my mind, I spoke on that on Instagram Live the other day too, but I just seen this white girl, right, on the track in Phoenix. Blonde hair, blue eyes, petite, pretty face, nice little petite body. You know, nice looking white girl. But she was doing bad. Like, her clothes was raggedy, her nails was fucked up, her eyebrows needed to be done. She didn't have no makeup on. Which that don't speak too far about her, but you know, her presentation was just all to the bad. You dig? So, but she down on the track and she, you know, she got a skirt on and she looked like she trying to make some money. So, I get at the bitch and I'm talking pimping and horn to her, and she just like, you know, she turned off by that. You know, her whole mindset is, you know, I'm not going to go out here and make money and hand my money over to a man. And it's crazy, you know, because I'm talking, you know, pimp logic to her, like, okay, well, what if this man gives you some information and you take this information and utilize this information and it enables you to make more money than you would have made on your own? Way more money than you would have made on your own. Like, what's the problem in handing your money to a man like that? And she still just, she couldn't get over the handing it over part. You dig? So, but she was doing so bad. You know, and then later on that night, I seen her sleeping, next to a it was a gas station, and she was sitting on the ground, like behind the gas station, like sitting there asleep. And I'm like, damn. And I pulled up on her again and, tried to spark up a conversation again. And she was just like, cool. You dig? And I couldn't understand it. But I really, thought about it. And it's a few reasons, like I said, why bitches don't like making money. Because that bitch, she's another one that obviously don't like making money. Because here you are on the track, you a decent looking white girl, you're on the track, but you sleeping outside, you ain't got no money, you dirty, you look like you ain't had a shower in some days, you just fucked up. So like I said, it's a few things that factor into why these bitches don't like making money. The biggest thing, the umbrella that covers it all, is the selfishness. Selfishness is a major reason why these bitches don't like making money. Because like I said, somebody who want to make money, right? Like, let's say it's a bitch, she don't know nothing about the game, but she heard about it on Instagram or, Facebook or whatever. Or she might have seen a movie or read a book, and now she over there fucked up. You know what I mean? She can't pay her bills and shit, but she get the bright idea to go home, and so she go to the track, right? And she down, and first of all, she don't make no money, really. She might make a little few dollars here and there. Sinful to P, my bro. As always, bro, good looking. But, she this girl who don't know nothing about the game, right? But want to make some money. This is a bitch who wants to make some money, but don't know how. She go out there, she might catch a date or two, you know what I mean? And she don't know nothing about rates or what her value is, what she should be getting. So she might catch like a $30 date and a $40 date, you know what I mean? And then call it a night. She might make $70. You dig? But she know that ain't right. She knows to herself, like, damn, I don't know too much, but I know I should be making more than this, or at least I want to make more than this. And plus, she might keep going out there, and she might, come to realize also that not only does she not know how to make the money, but, it can be dangerous because there's certain things that she don't know. She could be putting herself in certain situations that she could avoid if she had better information or more information or both. So she might start thinking to herself, like, damn, what should I do? You know what I mean? How can I get this information? You dig? And if it's somebody that's really serious about being successful in the game, you're going to learn about the game any way possible. So she might think to herself, like, okay, choose up. That's the best way for me to learn about this game, is to choose up. She might be down on the track and somebody might tell her that that's what she need to do, or she might see something on Instagram or whatever. And she might figure out basically that the best thing for her to do in order to learn about the game is to choose up. You dig? Then she might go from there and start researching. You know what I mean? Because it's a whole lot of cats claiming the ism on social media or what have you. She might start researching, observing, sitting back, observing different individuals and figuring out who she like and why and this, that, and the third, and figuring out what her best option is. Then she might approach that individual. You dig? So here you have it. She went from being on the track not knowing nothing to figuring out that she need to choose up. Then she figured out who she liked. Okay, now she done figured out who she likes. She approaches this individual. You know what I mean? And this individual lets her know that, there's a price for her to pay in order for her to get this information. And, a part of it is monetary, but beyond that, it has to go this way, that way, and the third, or whatever the case may be. So now she understands what it's going to take for her to acquire this individual. You dig? So she's going to go do whatever's necessary in order to get the information, because the bottom line of it all is this is a bitch who likes making money, who wants to make money. So because she wants to make money, she's going to go through all this shit. She's going to figure out what she need to do, who she need to talk to, who she need to get with, what she need to do in order to get with that individual, she's going to figure all of this out because she wants to make some money. She wants to be successful in the game. And now she understands, okay, there's a price that comes with that, but I'm willing to pay that price. I'm willing to do whatever's necessary in order to be successful in this game, because this is something that I know I can be successful in. Christian Murphy, once again, much appreciated. This is something that I know I can be successful in, so I'm gonna do what's necessary. You dig? And it's like, you know, it's like with anything else, like somebody who wants to get an education. You know what I mean? If you really want to get an education, you're gonna find out what's necessary in order to get that education. And you might understand, you might come to understand as you research that you have to meet certain prerequisites and there's a certain price to pay, XYZ. You're going to figure out and do whatever's necessary in order to get that education because that's what you want to do. You know, but somebody who, and a big part of the reason why you might want to get this education is because once you get certified in a certain subject or a certain area, you can go and earn a certain type of income that you might want to do, might want to earn. So ultimately you get this education to be able to get a certain type of income, right? Now, somebody else, they might want to do the same thing that you going to get an education for, going to get a degree and get certified for. You know, it might be business management. You know what I mean? Somebody else might like the idea of that, but they don't want to pay the price in order to get educated and certified in that field. That's somebody who don't like making money when it comes to that, because they don't like it that much in order to go through the channels that they need to go through so that they can get to that point where they're making that money in that field. They don't like it that much. So it's safe to say that that individual doesn't like making money in that field. So it's the same thing with this game. See, a lot of bitches, they like the benefits that come with the game. You know, they like some of them might like the prestige, the reputation that they get, you know, from because nowadays they don't, I've had this conversation many a times, but nowadays in order to be respected in the game as a whole, you don't actually have to do no hoeing. You know, it was a time before where you actually had to do some hoeing in order to get a reputation in the game and be respected. Like I said before, you know, like in elementary school, when you do long division, you can't just come with the answer. You got to show your work. That's how it was in the game. But see, nowadays, you don't have to show your work. Nowadays, all you got to do is be an attractive female, create an account on Instagram, show your body. And if you got a decent enough body and a decent enough face or both or whatever, and you use hashtags like RHGO and this, that, and the third, and you show a few pictures or videos of you counting some money, motherfuckers is gonna respect you like you some big old hoe in the game. But you don't actually have to do any hoeing. Nobody has to actually see you doing any hoeing. Nobody has to actually know of you doing any hoeing. You really don't have to do no hoeing. All you got to do is present an image to people on social media like you are doing some hoeing, and you may not have caught one date. You may not have turned one date ever in your life, but you have the wherewithal to make people believe that. So this is how you're getting respected in the game nowadays as a hoe. You don't have to show your work. You could just come with the end result. You could just come with the answer. And motherfuckers is gonna respect it. So these girls in the game, they like that part of it. They like the end of it. They don't like the means to the end of it though. You know, They like having, you know, certain designer clothes. They like having you know, every once in a while some money to count, you know, but they don't like consistency. See, when you a hoe in the game that likes to make money, you like consistency. You know, if you have $1,000 night and you're somebody who likes to make money, you're gonna want to do that on a regular basis. And you know, everybody in the game get a turn. So if you spend enough time down in the game, you might get, you know, the luck of the draw and have a night like that. You might be a bitch that only make like $200 or $300 on a regular basis, on a nightly basis, and then one day you hit for like 1,500 or 2,000. You know what I mean? And to you, that's the world. It's like, damn. You know, so you know, if you're somebody who likes to make money, you're gonna want to learn how to do that on a more consistent basis. If you somebody who don't like making money, you know, that's cool. You looking at it like, all right, cool. Now I can go buy that purse that I've been wanting to get. Instead of, you know, buying dub bags at a time, now I can buy me a quarter ounce at a time or an ounce at a time. And now I can pay for my room for a week instead of, you know, 2 days at a time. And, you know, that's how you looking at it. You looking at it like you hit the jackpot. Like now it's time to kick your feet up. That's somebody who don't really like making money. But a bitch that likes making money, she's going to want to figure out how to do that on a consistent basis. You know what I mean? So, but like I say, ultimately it boils down to the selfishness. You know what I mean? Because the selfishness makes it where, you know, a bitch don't want to be a part of a situation that's considered like a family or a unit or a team or what have you. A selfish bitch don't want to be a part of nothing like that. And she might see it, you know, working and being successful, but in her mind, she want this man to herself. Like she might know to herself, like, damn, I see he got game. I see his hoes is gamed up. You know, he done laced them up properly and they winning. You know what I mean? His hoes be really checking it and really getting it. They really be doing their thing and they living a beautiful lifestyle. But I don't want to share my man. You know what I mean? But so in a sense, she's thinking like she's better than these bitches because these bitches share their man, but you know, I'm too good for that. You know, I need a man to myself. But a bitch would be saying this from the from the sitting in the stairway at a Motel 6 because it's 12:05 and she just got kicked out. And her phone finna get turned off tomorrow. And she talking about how she ain't got not a dime. She don't even know how she gonna eat today. But she talking about she can't share a man. You know what I mean? And these bitches who's sharing a man, you know, they understand the concept of interdependence and family and unity and working together. So they all, you know, they might all have their own cars, you know what I mean, or their own condos or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? These are the type of young ladies who, you know, if one of them go to jail or take a fall or something like that, the rest of the family gonna come together and make sure that she's straight. Or, you know, these are the type of young ladies who, if they family, if they mama or they grandmama or they dad or somebody getting a financial jam, financial bind, they're able to be there with no problem. You know what I mean? Because they've handled all their responsibilities with their folks. And as long as they, you know, on the right page with their folks and handling the responsibilities the way they supposed to, you know, they folks ain't got no problem looking out for their family. So, you know, these are young ladies who ultimately, like I say, they like making money. And they like making money so much that they've come to understand and They've come to understand and accept the concept of family, unity. You know, I can do all right by myself, but I can do much better with this unit over here than I can by myself. Me being a part of this unit, that makes me 10 times more powerful than I was by myself. You dig? So yeah, like I said, these females who don't like making money, they selfish. You dig? And it's within that selfishness too, they like glory freaks. You know, they like having all the glory for everything. Whatever it is that they are part of, they want all the glory for it. They don't want to share the glory with nobody or nobody else about nothing. It could be a situation where you tell this bitch, like, look, you know what I mean? Just hypothetically speaking, you know, this ain't got nothing to do with the game, but this just goes to show you what type of bitches these are, right? Somebody could come to this bitch and be like, look, I got a business idea. You know what I mean? We could get started right now, and within 90 days, we'll generate $1 million and we can split that down the middle. And this is how we gonna do it. This selfish bitch and this glory freak bitch, she not gonna want to be a part of it because one, and she might be over there broke as a motherfucker. She might not have $10 to her name. But instead of getting a part of the situation and making $500,000, she's not gonna want to be a part of it because she can't make $1 million by herself. So she's selfish, first of all. Then two, she ain't gonna want to be a part of it because this other individual is the one with the game. This other individual is the one with the information. It's not coming from her mind, it's coming from their mind. So she's not gonna want to be a part of it for that reason as well, because she's a glory freak. So that's just an analogy to give you an idea, a picture that I paint to give you an idea of the mindset that these bitches have in the game right now. They really, really do not like making money. And it's sad. And, you know, it all ties in with the selfishness and being glory freaks, but it's the clout, the attention. You know, the attention and the clout that bitches get from social media, it gives them a sense of importance that's not real. You know what I mean? You can't, it's not tangible. You can't touch it, you can't grab it, you can't do nothing with this importance that they feel. You dig? From social media. Like I said, a bitch ain't got to do nothing. I was giving an example of, you know, a bitch who might look good and she might, you know, show some money here and there, but really a bitch ain't even got to do that. A bitch can just look good. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, it can be a bitch, right? She might have a real nice body and she might be pretty in the face, but this bitch might be staying in a motherfucking fucked up ass motel, you know what I mean, with mold in there and you know, dirty ass towels, the type of motel room that, you know, a motherfucker wouldn't even want to lay down in. You know what I mean? See, pimps, high maintenance pimps like myself can relate to what the fuck I'm talking about, man. And certain high maintenance bitches too. But, you know, as a pimp, you know, pimps can relate to me who done been through this, who done been up and down in the game, right? But you might be fucked up, right? As some pimping. You might be holeless and damn near doleless, but you got enough money to pay for this room for one night just so you could go in there and shower and get some sleep. You know what I mean? But you get up in this room, you don't even want to lay down on the motherfucking bed. The bed looks so fucking, it looked like the housekeepers just put back the same dirty ass sheets on from the last 3-4 motherfuckers who done had this room. You don't even want to lay down on that motherfucker. See, that's why, like I said, high maintenance pimp like myself, I always travel with my own towels. I hardly ever use hotel towels. You know what I mean? It didn't even been times where I don't wash the hotel towels before I use the motherfuckers. Like I'll go to the laundry, wash the motherfuckers. If I don't have my own towels, I'll wash the motherfuckers before I use them. You know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10, I got my own towels. I don't like using hotel towels, and I don't like getting under hotel sheets really too much. A lot of times, if it's in them situations where I done stayed in the room that I really don't want to stay in, you know what I mean? But I'm dog tired, pimp really need to get some motherfucking sleep. I'll bring a blanket to throw over the top of that motherfucker and lay down on that motherfucker. And, that way I ain't got to touch this bed. You know what I mean? But a pimp done been through the type of situations, you know what I mean? But I say all that to say a bitch could be staying in a motherfucking fucked up ass room like that, right? And she could have clothes everywhere. You see underwear with stains. You see motherfucking bras hanging around. Dirty clothes everywhere. Pizza boxes, soda cans, chip bags, all kind of shit laying all around. But because this bitch got a body like motherfucking Kim Kardashian, you know what I mean? And she decent looking in the face, she got 100,000 followers and she get thousands of likes on every post, you know what I mean? And everybody all in her face. So this bitch thinks she the shit, but she really broke and fucked up. She ain't got no game. And then some of these bitches that be like that, some of these bitches that got, a cool little following on Instagram, some of these bitches be down on the track and they don't be making no motherfucking money. But you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them they not the shit. Extended clips, good looking. You can't tell them they not the shit because, on social media, they are the shit. So you can't tell them shit. But ultimately, once again, this is a bitch who don't like making money. You know what I mean? A bitch who gets so caught up in her social media status that she don't mind not having $20 in her pocket right now, and she ain't got no folks, and she called herself a hoe, but she can't even remember the last time she had $1,000 at one time. But she got 100,000 followers, so it's cool. That's a bitch that don't like making money. She don't like making money. Because a bitch who likes making money, she's gonna, one, try to figure out a way to parlay these 100,000 followers into some money. Or she gonna figure out how to acquire some game to get some money on the track where she be getting down at, or whatever the case may be. A bitch who like to make money, she's gonna try to figure out how to get some money, and then once she figure out how to get some money, she's gonna do whatever's necessary in order to get some money. And in this game, in order, to get some real money, you're gonna need some game, you're gonna need some information in order to make that happen. And as we all know, the best source of information in this game, paralleled by none, is the pimping. The pimping is your best option. Now, granted, I know that most motherfuckers that say they pimps ain't really pimps, but at the same time, there's a good amount of pimps out there. And, a bitch who, like I said, really want to make some money, she's going to take her time and do her research and pay close attention to whoever it is that she likes. And she's going to make a move from there, and she's going to do whatever's necessary in order to have that individual in her life. You dig? So, like I said, the bottom line is most of these bitches don't like making money in the game. You dig? Vegas is another place that you can go, and it's evident that the bitches out there don't like making money. See, like if you go, I spoke on this before. I did a video about, the bitches in Vegas right now. If you go to Vegas right now, 90% of the bitches that you see down on the Las Vegas Strip, they gonna have sandals on. They feet gonna be fucked up. They hands gonna be fucked up. They wig gonna be fucked up. They makeup gonna be fucked up. Their whole presentation is just gonna be all bad. They're gonna have sandals on, or some tennis shoes on. Their whole outfit costs $20. You know, these are bitches that don't like making money. Because first of all, a hoe in Vegas, right? We gonna walk in the shoes of a hoe in Vegas that wants to make some money, that likes making money, right? A hoe in Vegas that like making money, first thing she gonna do is have her presentation together. First opportunity she get, even if it ain't together, first opportunity she get, she gonna make sure her hair is right. She gonna make sure her nails and her makeup is right. She gonna make sure her dress code is right. You know, her whole presentation, she's gonna get that together. Because, like I said, this is a hoe that like making money. And, you know, like Sinful like to always say, you know what I mean? You know, a motherfucker that smell bad, these people be smelling like they want to be alone. A lot of these bitches be looking like they want to be alone. A lot of these bitches come outside looking like they want to be by themselves. You know what I mean? But they call themselves trying to make some money. They call themselves trying to trap or whatever the case may be. But most of the bitches that's down on the strip in Vegas right now or later on tonight or whatever the case may be, they look like they want to be by themselves. They look like they don't want to be bothered. They got that presentation that says, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? Because a bitch that wants to be, you know, the company of a trick, a bitch that don't want to be alone, you know what I mean? She wants some money to keep her company, and she wants some pimping to keep her company, you know what I mean? But she don't want to be alone. She gonna make sure that she smell good. She gonna make sure that she look good. You know what I mean? She's gonna make sure she's flattering to a trick's eye, to a trick's mind, to a trick's nose, to all of that. You know what I mean? And the way she gonna be flattering to a trick's mind is by acquiring some game. Because a bitch who want to make some money in Vegas, she gonna figure out real quick that she need to have some game in order to make some money out there. Because you could come to Vegas and, you know, it's just like with the slot machines. You know, same thing with a bitch. If you go out there enough, you're gonna have a good night here and there. But once again, like I say, consistency. A bitch who likes making money wants consistency. And a bitch who want to make thousands on a nightly basis, like you very well can do in Vegas, she gonna figure out real quick, like, damn, there's something that I don't know that I need to know. I need to figure out something. There's some information that I don't have that I need to acquire. I need to get some game about myself so that I can really check it out here. A bitch that want to make some money in Vegas that don't have the game, she's gonna figure that out real quick. And then she gonna take the necessary steps from there in order to get the game. You dig? So like I said, she can be flattering to a trick's mind as well as to his eye, his nose, and everything else. This is a bitch that want to make some money. But the majority of bitches in Vegas, they don't want to make money. And like I said, when you look at them, you could tell that they don't want to make money. When you look at them, you could tell that they want to be by themselves. You know what I mean? And a motherfucker who is cool with having a bitch or bitches that look like that, it says a lot about them too. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother conversation that the pimp ain't even gonna get into right now. You dig? But that's the clearest indication that a bitch don't like making money. When she looks like she want to be by herself, you know what I mean? She obviously, you know, she don't like making money. She don't like being fly, so she can't like being around a fly man, like some pimping. You know what I mean? Her folks can't be fly. You know what I mean? Or maybe he is fly. You know what I mean? Let me not say, let me it depends on how long she done been with him. You know what I mean? Because and I can't be mad at that, but you know, I know certain pimps, they probably knock certain bitches and they see the way this bitch look, like, damn, this bitch dusty than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give her the game, but she ain't listening. I'ma just, you know, let this run its course. You know what I mean? Let the bitch stick around long as she stick around. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, she ain't gonna really be able to hang with my program because I'm really some pimping and she's not no hoeing. So I'm gonna just, get a few dollars, you know what I mean? Pay a few bills off her hoboing. You know what I mean? She ain't gonna be here for a week. Get a few little dollars out the situation. It is what it is. You know what I mean? That's how, the situation might go with some of these bitches that, is fucking with a real pimp. But 9 times out of 10, a bitch who look like that for an extended period of time, months go past, you go back to Vegas, you might leave Vegas for some months and come back and you see this bitch looking the same way she looked, same raggedy presentation she had before you left Vegas some months ago. Yeah, either she a renegade who don't who want to be by herself, look like she want to be by herself, or she might have a dude that's calling himself some pimping, but really is some boyfriend type of dude, or maybe a gang banger, maybe a D-boy, hustler, what have you. But basically a motherfucker who ain't got no game, who ain't got no vision, who ain't got no ambition, who ain't got nothing to impart to this bitch to, elevate their situation. So let me read a few of these comments. L Vegas 702 say the renegade rate in Vegas is at an all-time high. Yeah, Vegas to me, always been a renegade capital, but now it's just, it's ridiculous. You dig? B Code, you crazy. I look like that. That's funny. They walking down the street with their coochies out. That's real talk. They all vanished now since it's 40 degrees. RC Bike Life, hey, I'm already knowing, see, that's how Vegas go. Vegas is the type of place where, when it's warm out there, all the bitches is going to be at the Punk Lounge, which everybody knows the Punk Lounge is over there by Bally's, because Bally's, for those of y'all who might not have been to Vegas in some years, in recent times, they done changed the whole setup at Bally's. So now they got chairs with tables, like a little lounge area where you can sit and kick it. And that's where all the punk bitches, top of the morning like clockwork, you're going to see them over there. They're going to be passing blunts, passing powder, passing Hennessy bottles and so on and so forth. And, having a bunch of punk conversations, fag stories, what have you. But when it get cold around there, the Punk Lounge is going to be closed. You know what I mean? They're not finna hang out over there. Where they going to be hanging out at, all of them is going to be at Treasure Island. Top of the morning, all the punk ass, faggot ass, raggedy ass, out of pocket, broke ass, been down all night and probably got barely $200, and she done lost 75 of it in the slot machine, and she done spent another 50 of it on alcohol or some weed or some coke or whatever. You know what I mean? So she only got, a few dollars left. Yeah, all them type of bitches is going to be at Treasure Island top of the morning. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Ken say, Freeze, have you had to fire a lot of hoes? Ken, yeah, man, I have, man. And it's a trip because I started to look at myself like, damn, do I go impossibly too hard? And then I have to remind myself, like, no, because I've had certain hoes that, went hard too. And it wasn't a problem. But sometimes the pimps start thinking like that when you get to going through too many like weak ass bitches. pimp be thinking like, damn, like, am I going too hard? Like, is my program like, too tough to hang with? But then, like I say, you got to remind yourself, you know, um, of hoes that you done had in times past and how it wasn't a problem for them to hang with your program because they was ambitious like you ambitious. You know what I mean? They really wanted to see you with it. Like you want to see them with it, and they want to see you happy like you want to see them happy. So everybody going hard as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, um, I be having to remind myself that you know, there's more bitches out there like that. 9 times out of 10, they got to be turned out. So, it's certain things that I look for in bitches now, certain characteristics, man. And it's a rarity, but they out there. But to answer that question, yeah, I have, you know what I mean? I know certain P's be like, man, I don't believe in firing hoes. Freeze believe Freeze believe in firing hoes, man. I don't want to tell y'all no fantasy like it's something that it ain't, man. Freeze believes in firing hoes. Freeze will fire a hoe in a heartbeat, you know what I mean? Because one thing about me, I like my peace of mind. You know what I mean? Because when I got my peace of mind, I could pimp clearly. You know what I mean? And I'm not finna remain in a fucked up situation with a bitch that I don't like. See, some cats could pimp on bitches that they don't like, and more power to them. You know what I mean? But me, I can't fuck with a bitch that I don't like. It's not gonna last long. Might go 7 days or something like that, or it might go a little long, but it ain't gonna last long. I'm not gonna last a bitch that I don't like. It ain't gonna last long with me. You know what I mean? And if it's a situation where, every time I, you know, give her some instructions, it's a problem with her following through with the instructions, and it's a bunch of attitude and drama, and you got all this attitude and all this drama, but you ain't got all this money. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna last with me. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're gonna get fired. I'm gonna get my Donald Trump on in a heartbeat. You're fired. Fired. Yeah, like RSA, get them likes up. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all for tapping in. You know what I mean? And those of you who have already hit the like button, I appreciate y'all. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead, hit the like button. Once again, we got 149 people up in here, 78 likes. You know what I mean? Go ahead, get them likes up for a pimp one time. You dig? Chrissy Love, yeah, you're fired. She gonna get fired in a heartbeat. If I don't like her, if we not vibing, you're fired. Quick. Because again, that's a bitch to me who don't like making money. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them type of bitches that end up getting fired, more so than they like making money, they like drama. They like laying up, being lazy. You know what I mean? They just like being rebellious. They not my style. You know what I mean? So yeah, they getting fired in a heartbeat, in the blink of an eye, fired. New child, that's the realest talk. These hoes will talk your head off about being with the shits, but when put to the test, they fail miserably. Man, that's the realest talk. It reminded me of this one little bitch that I had, a conversation with. You know what I mean? Hey man, the shit that the pimp go through. I wish I could have my whole life just a day in the life. I wish I could just have the shit under surveillance, you know what I mean? So a motherfucker could just see the type of shit that a pimp deal with these hoes. But it was a bitch a little while ago. Little bitch from Oakland, you know what I mean? I run into her on the track and she get out of pocket. We talking and everything like that. So The bitch was staying at Motel 6, so I pull up over there at the Motel 6 later on. You know, we part ways. It's some hours later. You know, so I'm thinking that, you know, she was on the track and her room is like not far from the track. So I'm thinking that, you know, she got some money. So, and then she called me, want me to meet her at the room. She knows what I am. You know, so I go over there thinking, okay, you know what I mean? But I go over there and not only do she not have no money, but her nose is constantly running. She constantly, yeah, you know, and yeah, I was fucking with this one nigga, and I had to leave him alone because, you know, he got mad at me because he snored powder, and I told him I don't snort powder. You know, I don't snort powder, and he got mad at me because of that, and he want to beat my ass because I don't snort powder. Hey, Pimp can't make this shit up. This is real talk. I'm like, nice talking to you. I gotta bounce. You know what I mean? There's a host somewhere that likes making money, that likes fucking with pimping, that likes being fly, that don't want to be on no bummy ass shit like what you on, bitch. It's time for me to bounce. But this is the type of shit that a pimp deal with. You know what I mean? But back to what New Child was saying, you know, the initial conversation that we had, she was talking like she was just like really with the shit, like, yeah, I want to find the right one and go hard, you know what I mean? You know, I want to fuck with some real pimping and woo, woo, and, you know, I'm money getting bitch and woo, 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 all this shit. But, and then, it was funny. I think it was like a day or two later. I just so happened to be riding the track, and the bitch called, or no, she texted me. She's like, what's going on with you? And I'm like, oh, you know, riding the track, you know, being great. And the bitch gonna text me like, what it look like out there? I'm like, what it look like out there? Like, bitch, you walking distance from the track and it's prime time. I'm like, why you ain't out here? And no, I didn't say why you ain't out here. I said, it's prime time and you ain't out here. You must have a big old bankroll over there. You know, I'm tugging at her trying to see what the bitch got over there. And she was like, no, actually, I'm broke as fuck. LOL with the little laughing emojis and shit. I'm like, so you in the room, it's prime time right now. The track is jumping and you're broke. And you asking me how it is out here? Yeah, you don't like making money. This is a bitch that don't like making money. You do not like making money at all. You know what I mean? Because a hoe that like making money, she's going to get out there and find out for herself what the track look like. You know what I mean? She ain't going to text a pimp and ask a pimp what the track look like. That's so backwards. That's crazy than a motherfucker. A hoe asking a pimp what it look like out there. And then first of all, this is a bitch that ain't never gave me a dime. And I'm telling the bitch, oh yeah, bitch, it's jumping out here, bitch. It's some money for you out here right now. You need to get out here, come get this money. Yeah, matter of fact, right over here on this one corner, bitch, on 7th Avenue and 7th Street, bitch. It's jumping over here. You need to come to this corner right here, bitch. It's a guaranteed $500 in the first hour when you get over here, bitch. Like, fuck, I look like telling what it look like. And I'm just finna report to this bitch. Shit crazy, man. But like I said, again, that's a bitch who don't like making money. You know what I mean? So, one might say, well, Freeze, what's the solution? What's the solution to these bitches not liking to make money? You know, how can we make them or encourage them to want to like making money? How can we you know, change the direction of this situation? You know, I hate to say it, but to be real with you, I'm at my wit's end when it comes to that. I just I'm just to the point where the way I see it is because everything starts with a desire. Everything starts with a desire. Now, somebody might have a not so intense desire. Their desire might be kind of small, and you can intensify that desire, make it grow, and you could get that desire on fire and have that person with a burning desire. But somebody who just has no desire at all, like you don't have no desire to make money, you don't like making money, you don't want to make no money, you don't want to know how to make no money, you don't want to do anything that's necessary in order to make money, like you look like you want to be by yourself. I'm like, that's just me. I'm not gonna spend a whole bunch of time trying to convince, and it's sad because sometimes I see some bitches that, like, I know to myself, like, this bitch right here, she is meant to be $1 million bitch. Like, I know if I had this bitch fucking with me the way that she's supposed to fuck with me, like, I could pull some amazing things out of this bitch's ass. But if the bitch don't have no desire, like none, not even a little bit of desire, she got a little bit of desire, I could work with that. But if she has no desire, like she's just so convinced that she the shit, she might be out here sleeping on the street. Bitch might be sleeping on the bus stop bench or the park bench, or, you know, she just out here fucked up, but in her mind, she's the shit already. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to convince somebody like that. So, the solution, at least for a pimp, the solution is to turn something out, you know, and turn something out that that has a desire to be successful, that has a desire to see you with it. You know what I mean? Somebody that's not a selfish individual. You dig? It's just certain things like, and it's funny because I've heard certain pimps say ridiculous shit like, um, something to the effect of, like, if she got a college degree, or if she got a career, or something like that, you know what I mean? Like, what can I offer her as a pimp, and all this sort of type of shit. Hey man, you can't put nothing past what a bitch gonna do and why she gonna do it and all this, that, and the third. I done seen it. I done seen bitches that was accountants turn to hoeing. I done seen bitches that was real estate agents turn to hoeing. I done seen bitches with full-time scholarships to go to school, uh, pump their brakes on the school and put their gas on the hoeing. Uh, I know situations of school teachers that have turned out to be hoes. Like, it's bitches with college degrees that turn out to be hoes. It's bitches that speak multiple languages that turn out to be hoes. Like, this pimping is powerful. You know, I'll be forgetting sometimes about some of the things that I done did with my pimping. But I done made a bitch divorce her husband in order to go hoeing for me. This bitch came to me one day and showed me the motherfucking divorce papers. Like, yeah, it's final. I'm yours. You know what I mean? I done had bitches do that. A bitch that was a full-time student, you know, at a prestigious university. This bitch was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a semester off because I want to come fuck with you. You know what I mean? So, I say all that to say, like, me, I look for certain things in bitches, like accomplishments that they might have had in their life, because it says a lot about what type of hoe they gonna be. You know what I mean? That's just like, for instance, I was having this conversation with somebody the other day with some pimping, right? Um, you know what I mean? And we was talking about bitches wanting to go to school. And I told him what I tell bitches, that because I've had different bitches come to me and say that they want to go to school, and I've helped certain bitches, you know, get started going to school, and it ended up not following through, ended up, you know, falling by the wayside. So from that point, I became like this. Like, first of all, bitch, prove that you can take the initiative on your own to do something consistently without somebody pushing you for 6 months. Because 9 times out of 10, school is going to be a 4-year commitment. You know what I mean? Y'all done got it at 100 likes. So I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? If you in here right now and you ain't hit the like button, do a pimp a favor. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up one time. You dig? But like I said, if a hoe want to go to school, that's fine. You know what I mean? If she could juggle, you know, the hoeing with the schooling, if she believes she could do that, I'm going to do everything in my power to help her do that. But the thing about it is, I don't want a bitch to commit. Like I said, it's a commitment when you're going to school. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be for 4 years. So if you're going to commit yourself, even if it's for a year, if you're going to commit yourself to this schooling, you know what I mean? This is something that you're going to have to take the initiative to do on your own. And if you can't prove to yourself that you could do something on your own for 6 months, prove that you could do that first, then we could think about going to school. You know what I mean? Prove that you can make a workout routine and stick to that for 6 months. Or, you know, come up with a diet and stick with that for 6 months. Or something as simple as like just reading for an hour, 1 hour of reading every day for 6 months. You know what I mean? Take the initiative to do something like that on your own without anybody having to push you or force you or remind you every day, like, you know, you got to do this. You know, you got to do this. You know, something that you're going to take the initiative to do on your own. If you can prove that you could do that for 6 months consistently without a gun to your head, then yeah, we could talk about going to school from there. But 9 times out of 10, I hate to say it, but again, just like most bitches in the game don't like making money, most bitches in the game are not going to take the initiative to do something on their own, extracurricular, and do it consistently for 6 months. You know what I mean? That's why, like me, being a motherfucker that's into fitness, you know, if I see a bitch this, you know, in the gym or sticking to a certain diet for you know, not longer than 6 months, it's her lifestyle, you know, that's a turn on to me because it proves to me that she has consistency in her life. And if she can do that, she can be, in my mind, if you can stick to a fitness routine for like a year or better, that's just the way I believe you could do just about anything you put your mind to. You know what I mean? You could do just about anything you put your mind to. So that's shit like that is a turn on to me. You know what I mean? Or a motherfucker who done been to school. It might be somebody that graduated from school already. You know what I mean? That don't mean she too big for the pimping. The way I see it, it ain't no bitch that's too big for the pimping. It ain't none. So reading some of these comments. Oscar Jones say, got to work your TO game. You dig, make your kind, breed your own. That's real talk. That's the way you're going to get the best results. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, if you end up with somebody that comes from somebody else, it's not going to be what you want. Especially if you really pimping. Reading these comments, y'all. Excuse my pimping. Comments say, not broke, but broke as fuck. Real talk. Okay, we're going to wrap it up in a minute. But like I told y'all, I told y'all that I was gonna play y'all some of the songs that I got for the mixtape that haven't been released yet. I'm gonna play y'all a few of them. You know what I mean? Give y'all a tablespoon of what a pimp been doing. And like I said, for those of y'all tuning in late, I got my single, Fuck on You. by myself. Freeze is it. It's available on Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, and whatever other streaming platform that you may use. Fuck on You is available on all those. That's the title of my single. And my SoundCloud profile is Freeze Is It. So if you go to SoundCloud and you type in Freeze Is It, Freeze IZIT, I'll pop up on SoundCloud as well. And I got 6 songs on there that you can listen to. 5 of them you can download for free. SEL Solitarium, as always, good looking. Dig that. Yeah, the mixtape is on the way, man. I appreciate that. But like I said, the single is available on all platforms. Fuck on You. SoundCloud, Freeze Is It. I got 5 songs on there that you could download, 6 of them that you could listen to and stream. But with no further ado, let y'all hear Fuck on You already. Let's see. My bad.